And so it begins. Welcome, guys. Brad M73 here. Today we're going to be taking a look at Invictus Launch Week 2954. This is day one and I guess day two of the Invictus Launch Week. It's also known as Fleet Week. The in-game celebration. It's basically like a military convention where you can come and check out all the new and all the old combat, military, and support ships throughout Star Citizen. It's really awesome. It's a great time to join Star Citizen and or even try it out. There's a free fly that's actually going to start later today. It might have started by the time this video goes live. So if you're looking at maybe giving Star Citizen a shot and trying it out and seeing what all the hype is about, use my referral link down in the video description. If you use that referral link, you can create a completely free account and you'll be able to log in and do the free fly event, well, absolutely free until May 30th. So it runs the 17th through the 30th. And yeah, you have full access to Star Citizen. Another cool thing about using my referral key or my referral code is you get an extra 5,000 alpha UEC. So it's like a little bit of a bump starting out in the game money-wise to help get you started. So definitely take advantage of that if you are brand new to Star Citizen. And then beyond that, once the free fly ends, if you decide to purchase a game package, feel free to comment on this video. If you've got any questions, you can also join my Discord. The link for the Discord is also down in the video description. There's the Invictus Arena 1 Empire, the Bevic Convention Center. But yeah, I always help people and answer questions about Star Citizen because it can be a bit confusing to get started. It's not really like a traditional video game or PC game where you just buy the game and off you go. There are game packages, there's different ship packages, and all kinds of different stuff. So this is actually the Invictus Launch Week schedule. So May 17th and 18th, we've got RSI, Robert Space Industries, Origin Jumpworks, ARGO, and Consolidated Outland. Beginning on May 19th and to the 20th, we've got MISC, Mirai, Crusader, and Tumbril. The 21st and 22nd, we've got Aegis Dynamics. The 23rd and 24th is Anvil Aerospace. And then the 25th and 26th, which they don't put on here, is the Drake show. Now, Drake is unofficially, or actually officially not part of Invictus Week. So they have their own show over at the spaceport. So on the 25th and 26th, you have to actually go over to the spaceport where they'll open up their own hall. And then May 27th, 28th, and 29th is the finale, with the event ending on the 30th. Probably around noon or maybe in the early afternoon sometime. Now, there's a couple new things at the show this year. We've got the RSI Medevac, which is the medical... What's the Ursa Medevac? I should clarify that. It's the Ursa ground rover in ambulance form, basically. We've been asking for this for years, and they finally made it happen. Another ship that's we're going to see here in just a second is the RSI Polaris. Now, unfortunately, the interior of the Polaris is not finished yet, but the exterior pretty much is. And there we can see it peeking over the stairs there. It's a Corvette class, so it's a very large ship. You can actually see it compared to the Constellation Aquila and the Constellation Phoenix, as well as probably the Andromeda or the Taurus. I'm sure it's hard to tell the Andromeda and the Taurus apart from each other, but there is the Polaris. See, the sign even says Polaris on it. Very cool looking. It's a little bit smaller than the 890 Jump, but it's bigger than a Carrack, probably a little bit longer. It has a large hangar bay in it, which will allow the landing of a large fighter, or even the landing and storage of multiple smaller fighters, you know, like Arrows, Pisces. You know, there's a bunch of smaller fighters. Probably you're only going to be able to get like one Hornet or Super Hornet in there. But yeah, let's run up to it. Unfortunately, like I said before, the interior is not finished, but this ship is scheduled to be out by the end of the year this year. So hopefully we might see it at CitizenCon in October, or maybe the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, or IAE, towards the middle to end of November. But it definitely looks impressive. The engines are nice and big. It sits down to the floor. We're starting to get the pauses. There are some performance issues in the game right now that's mainly associated with the expo halls, and they haven't fixed that yet. So if you are coming into the game, unfortunately, this is kind of normal, and in a way, it's sometimes the reality of Star Citizen. This game is still an alpha, but it's just an amazing experience. It's a sandbox unlike any other in the game, and it's always crazy the types of experiences that you can have in Star Citizen. It's just I just love this game, everything about it, despite some of the bugs I run into sometimes, and everybody runs into them sometimes, but learning how to work around the bugs and watching new updates come out, like 3.23 just came out last week. We're on 3.23.1, which is just mainly bug fixes and the Invictus launch week, or ILW, event. This is the biggest update that they've had in years. It truly is. The performance now is much, much, much better. The game is, for the most part, silky smooth. The interfaces have all been changed, and there's been there's a few growing pains with the interface, but that's to be expected. You know, when there's such a big fundamental change to the game, those things can happen, and by providing player feedback to the developers, those issues get fixed and smoothed out, and maybe rethought and made even better. And that's one of the really cool things about Star Citizen, and watching it grow and change and expand over the years. But man, big spaceships are so freaking cool. Just look at the people. Look at the little people underneath it. And also all of the detail that goes into building a ship like this. I mean, just look up into the landing gear. There's no other game on this planet that has such detail. You just don't have it. Okay, there's another hitch there. We got a little freeze. Sometimes the freeze ups are longer than I'd like, but so far we've had pretty good luck in this stream. Now I want to go over to the event map. We just kind of did a circle around the Polaris, checking it out. But let's come over here to the event map. So here in the center, right in here, we've got the Polaris, the constellation Aquila, Taurus, Andromeda, and Phoenix, which is the luxury variant. So this is the main floor. There's also two other halls open, Hall 1 and Hall 4. Hall 4 has the new ARGO SR. Well, it's got the SRV, which has been out for a while. We've got the 3 ARGO MPU variants. There's actually a brand new variant for the MPU-V that just came out today, just a few hours ago, or maybe not even, maybe like an hour and a half ago. We've got the Origin 125A and 325A. Those are the combat variants. The Mustang Delta, and then something else here that's not labeled. I think it's another Mustang, but I don't know why that's not labeled. Over here on the opposite side, we've got all of the RSI combat ships and also the Ursa and Lynx rovers. So we've got the Aurora LN, the Mantis, the RSI Scorpius, and the Scorpius Antares. And then the Ursas in the middle. It's kind of hard to see because of the reflection of the light here. And then down in the lower level, we've got the Zeus MR, which should be coming out late this year, hopefully for CitizenCon or 4.0. It's going to come out with Star Citizen 4.0 later this year. We've got the RSI Perseus and the Origin G12A, which I've been waiting on. I bought one of those back in concept, and it's still not here. So let's go check out hall number 1 first. Get that out of the way. Man, that's so cool. I don't know, guys. I might have to CCU chain my way to a Polaris this year. Save some money. The ILW event is also a great time to purchase LTI tokens. The what is it? The little ARGO MPUV is a really good token, as is the new Mirai LX. And was it the Aurora? What is that thing called? I already forgot the name. So, yep, here is the Origin 125A and the 325A, I think. Was it the 325? I think it was. These are the combat variants. Luxury combat. Yeah, the 325A. This is actually a really good starting ship. And I think it even has some cargo in it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to go on my belly. I just want to find the cargo area. Maybe this one... Oh, yeah, there it is. Is it not letting me... It might not let me... Usually there's, like, the panel for it. Where's the panel? That is the panel. I didn't see the panel. Uh-oh. Got another freeze here. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. Oh, there's another freeze. Come on. You're making me look bad here. Oh, there it is. Open rear cargo bay. So on ships like this, like there are a few kind of strange interface bugs during this patch, and you know, it'll just get better. We learn to work around them, and yeah, it'll definitely get better. There is the new ARGO cargo. No, yeah, not really ARGO cargo. The ARGO MPUV tractor. Now, the two MPUVs previously, we've got the... No, well, actually, I can rent this. One cool thing about the event is you can actually rent any of these ships that you see, except for the Polaris. Sorry, guys. But any ship that's actually in verse, you can rent it absolutely free for 2 days. So that's another really cool thing. And you can take them out, fly them around. But anyway, we've got the ARGO cargo variant here, which has a small little cargo bay, cargo grid on it. And then we've got the ARGO personnel variant over here, which has like the large escape pod here. But it also has seating for up to 8 people. So if you're needing to transport somebody over a short distance, this is kind of a good choice. I actually own one of these. I think I've got the cargo variant. But this is the brand new tractor. Now, it's got the tractor beam in the front. It's got a tractor beam in the back. And you can actually mount cargo pods to the rear of this. So this is going to be for transporting cargo and things like that around inside the Verse and Star Citizen. So I think these run $35 with lifetime insurance. But check the website just to be safe. Over on the other side, yeah, we've got two. I guess these are both the same. They both look like the same variant. Yeah, this is the Mustang Delta. This is probably also a Mustang Delta, as the sign says. Yeah, there's the Mustang Alpha, I think is it the Alpha that's the starter ship? which looks very similar to this. The Mustang Alpha and the Aurora MR, which we're going to be looking at one of the Auroras here in just a second, over in the RSI section in Hall 4. And that's also one of the very basic starter ships for Star Citizen. So that was the Mustang Delta. So the Mustang Alpha and the Aurora MR are both $45, and they will get you started in Star Citizen. I usually recommend going up to something a little bit beefier, like an Avenger Titan, because it's just a bigger ship. You can carry more cargo. It's got better shields, better guns overall, and it's going to be able to handle more punishment. But then you're looking at, $65, $70 for something like that. But it is indeed money well spent, for sure. Now, this big beast right here is this is probably the F8C. Yep, this is the F8C Lightning. And this one is not for sale, I don't believe. Back last year, it was released to the, was it High Admiral? I've even forgotten all of the terminology for all the different concierge levels, but basically you got one of these for free if you spent or pledged $10,000 or more into Star Citizen. And yes, that seems like an absolutely crazy amount of money, but those crazy people like me got an F8C Lightning. Now, you could also get one by going out and doing some missions and searching around and finding golden tickets, which you could then turn in, and that would unlock the F8C Lightning for a short period of time. I think it was like until mid-November of 2023. And then you could buy one for, I don't know, $250 or $300, something like that. So here is the Aurora LN. This is basically the combat version. The Aurora MR is very, very similar in looks, but the Aurora MR is like your basic starter version, and we've just paused again. Okay, so we had a really big hitch there, in the form of a 30K. Actually, my internet went out, so I've got I got Spectrum on the phone, and they're sending a tech out in less than an hour. So hopefully we'll get whatever is causing the dropouts to be fixed. But that's not related to the pausing that's in the game. That's actually a known bug. Anyway, as I was saying, the Aurora MR is like your base starter as on top of the Mustang Alpha. So those two are $45. And this actually looks very similar to the Aurora MR. This one actually has more weapons. I think it comes with the wing-mounted weapons, which you can put on the Aurora MR. This one, I think, does have the missile launcher. It holds more missiles. I can't recall off the top of my head if the MR has missiles or just... It might not even have them. If it does, it has like 2 or something. But it's very small. The thing I like about this one over the Mustang is that if you're doing cargo missions or delivery missions, well, not necessarily cargo, but delivery missions starting out, you can actually use a tractor, or you can even walk your packages right in here. You can set them down on the floor, and you're all set to go. Plus, the Auroras have a bed in the back where most of the Mustangs do not. I think the Mustang Beta does. The Beta or Gamma? I don't remember. I'm not a big Mustang fan. Let's see. Up next is the Mantis, the RSI. Why am I slurring my speech today? The RSI Mantis. This is an interdiction ship. Yes. And there's these big panels on it in the back that open up, and a big spinny ball comes out and creates a gigantic electromagnetic field that stops. Actually, I think this one. I always forget if this one stops ships from entering quantum, or I think this one actually pulls ships out of quantum too. We're gonna run over to the Scorpiuses, the Scorpii. What would be the plural of Scorpius? I'm not really sure, but this is the base Scorpius, which is a heavy fighter. I think it seats 2 people. Pretty sure this one does, because I think the second person can get in the turret, and then you've got the Scorpius Antares, and this I think is also an interdictor, heavy fighter. Let's see here, yeah, heavy fighter interdiction. So this replaces the top turret with an interdiction device. So, and what's really cool about these is the 2 wings on either side actually fold out like an X-wing fighter from Star Wars. Last up, we've got the Ursa, the base Ursa rover. Got 4 seats here in the back. Turret on the side. We've got the Lynx rover. So this is like the luxury version of the Ursa. People have already stole all the wine and everything out of the inside here. And the luxury driver's seat. And then the brand new Ursa Medevac. Let's see if I can get a really cool view here. There we go. We've got the Ursa Medevac finally in game. We've been begging for it for years and years and years. So we've got the side entrance as well as the rear entrance. I believe this also has a jump seat. So you've got the medical bed. It's a tier 3 medical bed. And you've got, you know, weapon racks and all of the other. I don't know if this does not appear to have a refrigerator in it like the Pisces does. But yeah, there's an additional jump seat there and your medical terminal there. And then you've also got the medical screen right there as well. So if you're laying down in the bed, you can use that. Component access is there. And then looks like it's a pretty standard Ursa cockpit there. And then the new door open close button there on the side. That's pretty nice. I wonder if did they put those on the... Uh-oh. Pause.
For centuries.
Don't go out again, internet, or I'm going to be very upset. Oh, there we go. We're back. Yeah, so they put a different... Okay, this is working. So the side doors are working in this patch. Hopefully they'll work outside of the expo hall. So anyway, that is the brand new Medevac. There's a green and a blue paint for it as well. And then there's kind of like the concierge black paint. So if you're a concierge, pick one up in Warbond. They're $55, and you get lifetime insurance with them. So very, very cool. Now, just remember, if you buy standalone, I think you only get 120 months insurance. So if you're buying new and you're using new cash, make sure to buy the Warbond version because you will get lifetime insurance. And you know, if worst comes to worst, you can use it as an LTI token for something bigger and better down the line. But there's actually cheaper alternatives. The Pulse, yeah, the Mirai Pulse. That's the new MISC Mirai ship. It's not even a ship. It's like a hover motorcycle. They're $25. Excellent time to pick up, you know, 4 or 8 or 12 LTI tokens for dirt cheap, because that's about as cheap as you're going to get LTI on a vehicle. And because you can upgrade from, you know, a cheaper vehicle to any more expensive vehicle and just pay the difference, you can use Warbond upgrades to help save you money when upgrading to more expensive ships. That's why I always tell people, wait until the finale event, or like the final 2 or 3 days of Invictus or IAE. You want to always wait until those days to buy any new ships, because you can actually save a lot of money by by doing the CCU or cross chassis upgrades from an LTI chip to something that you might not be able to purchase with LTI. This is the RSI Zeus. I'm not sure which variant this is. They're all just about the same. This is the Mark II MR. So that is that one. Those, I believe, will be out later this year. We just got another pause here. There we go. This, I think, is the Perseus, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I am. This is a Corvette. Maybe a small Corvette gunship. It's got two big, big gigantic gun turret there on the front. I don't know what this will have. Oh, there's also another one on the belly. I don't know if I noticed that previously or not. But this might also have torpedoes. Does it say? Does it say? Capable of shredding sub-capital class Goliaths. Doesn't really say if it's got torpedo. It probably does have like maybe a few torpedoes or missiles or something. Finally, the Origin G12. This is Origin's rover. We've been waiting on this for many years, and it's still not in the game. I would think that they would want to just get this done, get it out, but, beggars can't be choosers. And we've been begging for a long time. All right, so that is really it for day 1 and 2 of Invictus launch week 2954. In real Earth years, that's 2024. But yeah, great time to check out Star Citizen if you've never tried it before. Use my referral link down in the video description. Create a new account. Get yourself logged in, downloaded. The download is about 90 gigs or so, so it's not a small program, it's not a small game, but it's just amazing. It's an amazing gaming experience. There's nothing else like it on the internet. There just truly isn't. And we finally get to at least see what the Perseus looks like in-game, if only from the outside. Well, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you back in 2 days for more Star Citizen. When we look at, let's see, what's the next... I want to say it's Crusader. Where's the schedule? Okay, there's one down there. Oh, wait, there's one here. It's slightly closer. I think it's all the Misk Mirai stuff. Yeah. Misk Mirai, Crusader, and Tumbril. So we'll see you back then. Thank you so much for watching again. This is the Invictus launch week 2954. I'm Bradham73. Bye for now.